Welcome to iTrick Study Park. This is SVK. Okay. Last video in Spring MVC, to prepare the how to prepare a Spring first project, how to prepare Spring project. All the steps I have given in the last video. Those please post the video number 9, session number 9, YouTube on YouTube. So in this session, I'm going to show you how to prepare a second application. I'm going to prepare a second application, MVC. And first I will give an idea about our project, second project. Then I will develop. Then I will implement the codes. So now this is my idea in the second application. The MVC second application. Second application of project, whatever you want. Okay. So now idea. I'm giving to idea. Okay. So now here application. App. This is our official app tool. Okay. Application tool. So now I'm going to give one hyperlink. First launch one hyperlink page. Then click on the hyperlink like that. I will give that. I'm going to give you. Okay. Now this one like this. I've given one hyperlink. In hyperlink, just suppose get wish form. Get wish form. This is the nothing but a hyperlink. I will give you. Okay. When you click this hyperlink, then you will get one form. Form is nothing but simple form. Here, one form will come. What is the form? Username. And one property is name is username. Okay. Username. That's it. And here one property here. Here you entered your name. Then I will provide one button. Like that. I will provide one button. Get message. Like here. Get this one. Get this message. Get this message. Okay. When you click this button, then controller goes, then navigation will go into the third page, open a third page, in a third file, in a third page. Suppose you entered like Ramesh. So here in the result page, you will get, in result page, you will get, hello, Ramesh. Hello, Ramesh. How are you? How are you? How are you? Okay. Now you will get this message. So my plan is this. Suppose this page name is, I will give poem name. Suppose I will give page name index inside index.jsp, and this one is nothing but what is that? Hello form.jsp. Okay. Hello form.jsp. Now this in this, what is that? Result result.jsp. That's Okay. Now this is the agenda to prepare this application. Okay. When you click this, then go the here only mediator is the mediator. Which one? In the dispatcher servlet. Dispatcher servlet, some internal codes are there. This is the UI part. This is the UI part total. Okay. So now let's go the development part, guys. Registration for the these their own projects are there or not, guys. Let me MVC browse. Okay. Let's see. Wait. Launching our ID or parking space. Which is MVC. Meter data only one. What is that? One is being MVC. I think here is there, no? Okay. This one is okay. Now here one. I changed one. I changed the last session. I changed the path of the working folder. Okay. So first I want to change over the working folder. Wait a minute, guys. So this is the total agenda, and the dispatcher servlet will do all this. Dispatcher servlet keep the request, and dispatcher servlet go into the request and search the appropriate handler method. Then you process the handler method. Then give send back to the what is that? This what is the logical name is there in the form implementation part that gives to the dispatcher servlet, and dispatcher servlet will show this page, launch this mode dispatcher servlet. After the dispatcher servlet will search the second BIS controller. I will create two controllers. First is for the hello. First for the hello, and second one the result. Result for the result controller. Okay, how to print the result. Okay. Now here go and switch other browse. Come back. Here is not a Spring BC there. No, this one launch. This is our project idea, guys. Total. If you want, then I can write it. Don't worry. But here is not required. I will show the practically. Okay, all this point I will show you the practical point, practical proof. Okay. So this example, I will prepare one login. How to prepare a login form by using and getting the data. This is nothing but a form binding. This thing is the form binding. Data binding, data binding, data rendering. Data rendering is nothing but just getting the data from the controller. Okay. Now here binding it means uh, send the data form to controller. Okay, form to controller or handler. Send to data like component, handler component. This is the data binding and data rendering. In Spring MVC, in Spring Boot MVC, I will teach all this point. Okay. Here is also I want to tell you, but both is government of that. So not required data binding, data rendering. This is the basic point you should aware about all this point. Guys. Okay. So now come in. This is our last example, so not required. Just close this example. as I will only XML based. And after one example, I will introduce annotation. 4 to 3 annotation I will introduce. So that will that annotation I will use in a next video. Okay. First, I will teach you how to use annotation. Then I will use it in a project. No project. So now, now here, just click on this file, new dynamic web project, dynamic web project, dynamic web project. Okay. So now the fourth project is there. What is it? Spring MVC. Spring MVC. We have with form. With forms. Okay. So now all these things good. Next and finish. And first, copy the jar file. How to copy the jar file? I shared already all jars in my Telegram channel. Those are missed the jar. Those are don't know. Those people don't know how to download the jar. Please go refer the last videos in this series. So we'll get more clarity, guys. Don't take lightly. This is the most important in the software industry. Why? Because nowadays only Spring MVC is going on in the web development part. Now recently the Spring Book did a boom on the market. Okay, in the market. So please uh, do practical every day. Okay, just watch the video properly. If you have still you have any doubt, just comment in the comment box. Then I will give an answer to you. So copy these jars. What are the jars? Only in the simple Spring. In the simple Spring, these jars, simple Spring MVC, these jars are required. First, the commons load of Spring AOP aspects, beans, context, core expression, web MVC. That's it. Right click on copy the jar. Copy the jar. With the copy. Why not copy? Control C, I think so. Control C. Just click on come here. Control V. Okay, not element is there. Why? Just select all jars and right click, copy, and here and paste it. So jar is ready. Your jar is ready. So now go into that implementation parts. Create here inside that. Inside the dev folder. Into the dev folder, create file. One file JSP. What is the JSP? Hello form. Hello form. Huh? Hello form. Hello form dot JSP. This is the form data. So inside the index.js, the forward mechanism. So when server deploy, when application, our application deploy inside the server, so index.jsp file it recognized and it will execute automatically. So not required to do. So first, new. Oh, many more ways are there. Okay. This is the only one. Index.jsp here. You can pass one thing. What is the thing? Is this really okay? This is the optional label, not important. Save point of view I'm giving. Okay. First one. Now here, just use JSP colon forward. JSP colon forward. Forward where? Forward page which page hello form. Hello form. Not form page. Hello form page. That's it. Save. And here change the name. Its name I think wrong, na? Form page. You save it. Okay. Next is required. What is the result? First, prepare the form. So now here, this one drama is not required. Also, drama is not required. Just here, is it real ignore false? That's it. Now here, create one table. Create one table. What did that? Create one table. Inside the table, create one table row. Create one table row. What is that? Table row. Create one table row. Inside the table row, just table under the form page. Create one form now. Under the form. Okay. Form action equals to what is the action performed by the action is the result. Result of copy this. It will be okay. Now then the table row just table data. Put in that table data is what is the table data? Username. Username. That's it. Username. And second table data is input type. Input type yeah, button. We want the button. So button type equals to text. Type equals to text and name. Name should be uname. Username, not uname. That's it. Close the table. Now first row is created like this. This row is created. This row is ready. Next is this button is also ready. So next is this button is required. So copy this row, Control C, and paste it this row. Okay. So inside the button, this one not required. In submit type is input type is submit. Submit uname is nothing. Uname is not required. Just pass the value. Just pass the value. Pass the value. What is the value we passed here? Let's see. Get this message. Okay. Get get a wish message. And let's see. Okay. Get wish message, guys. That's it. So now our form is ready. Form is ready. Action is this is the important. Action is the important. Okay. If you want to, you can like center. You can do the center. Align, align. Not a center. Okay. Use center type. You can use it. Use center type. So center. Copy this. Cut this and paste it here. That's it. Then now next is inside the web hyphen folder, web hyphen INF folder, create one more file like result.jsp. Result.jsp. Just inside this, print the result, which result is come from the controller, from the from controller, which result come from controller here. It will present it. What that is, no? Real ignore case false. So no, this drama is not required. I want this into S1 tab. Inside the S1 tab, so what is the style? You want the style, color column, center, color, sorry, not a center, color column like these, and semicolon, text, text hyphen, align center here, print that here. This one is not open set. Okay, now here you can see here just print the which name come from like hello. Suppose I pass dollar sign, suggest TL tag, dollar sign, here like name. Okay, here name and hello. What is the message we give it? Hello, how are you? How are you? How are you? Just pass this message. Okay, yeah, like okay, that's it. We are not an issue. That's it. Now, prepare one dispatcher servlet. So before preparing dispatcher servlet, first we prepare one controller. Controller package is required. Okay. So go into the package section, com.itst dot controller. Inside the controller, just prepare one class. What is the class name? Hello, hello controller. Hello controller class. And here, what is that? Add, implement, what is that? Control, implement controller interface. Controller interface. Controller interface. Here you implement controller interface. Then controller interface provides one predefined method called handle request method is providing. So here is not required just this method. I want to return the logical name for this method. Return the logical name. Sorry, this method return logical name. Logical name of return logical name. Logical name. Return logical name is what is the name of that? Name of that. What is the name of that? Guys, in the model view objects, new model and model and view. Inside the model, we pass the form page name. That's it. Inside the constructor, this is the concept of pass the hello form. That's it. Now this one launch the value form page. Okay. So now let's try this up to that example. It's running or not. Let's check it out. So run on server. If you prepare first steps, then go try to run it. This is the best practice. Okay, remove all, finish. Okay. Now it's running. Don't worry. If you getting any error, don't worry. Don't if you are become a very good programmer, don't afraid of the exception errors and exception and error gives to you chance learn more things. Okay, then you can learn. Then if you are facing any error or all these things, then you try to learn more things. Okay, so now it won't run. I wish we why because we are not preparing any dispatcher server. That's it. So first we prepare a dispatcher server and also web.xml file that we didn't open. So web.xml file is also required. So just other in the web.inf folder, go into the other, just prepare XML file. Come on. What is the name? Dispatcher hyphen servlet dot XML. This is the fixing. Okay, servlet.xml is the fix. Okay, we are using annotation, so this is the not required. Okay, I will show you. Don't worry. Inside things, but we required XSD. We required XSD. We required XSD. XSD required. So go inside this. In the previous project, dispatcher server, we declared on XSD, Control C, and come here and switched. Okay, now see. Slash bin. Now here, you first configure your first controller. So now my controller is, what is it? My controller is green. And my controller is, what is it? Name equals to, what is the slash hello, no? Hello. Yes, we pass the hello, no? Wait, we pass the hello path. What did we pass in this inside this? Yes, hello form, no? Copy this and come here. save point, I will just copy and paste it. Simple. And here, provide the class name. Class equals to on dot itsp dot controller dot, what is that? Dot, class name is the hello controller, hello controller, hello controller. Now the configuration is ready. So we require what is that? We require one, what is that? We require one mapping. Mapping, handler mapping we required. So provide the handler mapping. So we, inside the we should name, the body name is the handler mapping, pass the class name. If you don't know class name, if you don't know the class name, so don't worry. Just go inside the any controller, just hit enter. Bean name, I will use bean name URL, I will use. So we'll get one package. Okay. Copy this package. Remove this, not right. Come here and just paste. Okay. So it will recognize automatically handle mapping, handle the request from the client. Okay. So now provide the view resolver configuration. Bean name equals to, what is that? View resolver class equals to, I don't know. Also, I know that what is the class, but only for the remembering purpose, I am doing again for only for internal resource. Internal resource view resolver. Just hit enter. Copy this. Remove this. Not required. Save it. Come here and here. Paste here. Now inside this, provide the configuration of views or pages. So inside this, property name is the, what is the first property name is prefix. Property name is prefix. Prefix is nothing but value equals to another value slash double hyphen IMF. Okay, slash. That's it. Now second property is suffix. Provide the suffix property. Suffix and value equals to like .js. Our configuration is ready. All these points are ready for the execution. Now provide the web.xml file. Provide the web.xml file. What is that web.xml file? Here, web.xml file. So configure the dispatcher select inside the web.xml file. Not required. Just web app, web app, web app, web app is required. That's it. Inside the web app, servlet. Why it's not recognizing? I don't know. Servlet. Not servlet is not there. So wait. Inside the servlet. Servlet. Inside the servlet, provide the servlet name. Okay, not issue. Servlet. If you select default, then it's reflected. What is the dispatcher? Dispatcher is a servlet name. Okay. And now provide the servlet class. Okay. Servlet class name, servlet hyphen class. Simple provide the servlet hyphen class. What is the class? Org dot, I remember, org dot spring framework dot string framework dot web dot servlet and dispatcher servlet. servlet. That's it. This is our and next thing to provide the servlet mapping. Mapping. This is nothing but a logical map. This is the logical map. Okay. Servlet servlet mappings. Not this servlet type and mapping. Web app exchange is required when it's required. I will don't worry. Face any app provided. Don't worry. Mapping servlet mapping. Provide the mapping between servlet and here servlet name, pass the servlet name and the servlet dispatcher and here the URL. Next thing will pass URL hyphen pattern URL pattern. Inside the URL pattern just pass slash one, which means giving automatically. I will not pass anything. Okay. I will not provide anything the URL value. So it will automatically recognize. Load on the startup. What is it? Load on startup. Load on startup. This is our total.xml file. If we facing any error, then we will resolve it. So now here, going to the server console, stop the server. Okay, just try to run. Next. Finish. Okay. Now it won't come. Why? Because I don't know if any error, not an error. Just put anything here, like suppose put one URL, which URL I want passing here. That is form index.jsp. Hello form. Hello form. Peace and error. Not error. We are not getting any error. So here something is missing. So copy this web.xml file. Okay. Control C. Control C. This is required. So here Control V. Replace to all this. Okay. Now in this web.xml file here is required. Dispatcher sublet is good. Here is just for the slash. That's it. Okay, this is nothing to be just positive number. Now index.jsp is there, metadata hello controller are there. Okay. All these are good. Now run this application. It will show now. It will show. It can be show. It should be show like hello form.jsp. You know this. No. So now home is coming, now guys, home is coming. But one thing is reminding, because in this model, we should provide one thing like index.jsp we pass na get.wish message from. So here we provide this one. So here you provide the value get message. Why it's not showing input type get message? What is that? Oh, okay. Now this is simple from here. Where is our browser? Okay, now refresh. Okay, get message. Now it's coming. Now I want to show you second controller I want to prepare. Now up to that is good. When you pass the message, hello, like suppose Ramesh, Ramesh I provide get message. And right now is not going anywhere. Why? Because I am not preparing any controller, but we prepare one page like this page. So I want to go inside this. So prepare one controller, one more controller for the wish controller. So now class, what is that? Wish controller, result controller. So wish controller, result controller. Now result controller, implement controller, implement controller. Okay. Now finish. Okay, now here you can provide the simple. Getting the data, na? Getting the data. So we require request. REQ, we require request. Also, I will tell when I using annotation, then you will get more clarity about this on topic. Don't worry. Okay. Okay. STP response, RE response, RS response. That's it. So now here you can return the simple model object, model and view. Return, return, model, model and yeah, no. Model and view object. New, or the new model, model and view object. Inside the model and view object, pass that something that result. This is the name of the result. This is the logical name. Pass the message, which message we get here, like name. Okay. By using this name, we get the message inside the JSP. So, what is the name? What is that? Request dot request dot get parameter the method to getting the data from the page. What is the page name? Page inside the name, new name. Huh? That's it. Then it's giving the data, binding the data, then give to the result, give into the name. Okay. It's now result. All these things are good about this. Yes, provide the name, then it will print the name. Okay. Now let's try. So here, come into the server console. We start the server, and this one is not required. Close, close. This one is also close. So now here, run on server, run on server, remove all. Three, oh, three. I selected three, not four. I want four. So run on server, next, finish. Let's see what happens. We will get name or not. It's a very good example, no? How to bind the data, how to all this thing we are learning. We are in the learning process, or like this is the 10th session, I think so. So we will learn all the things slowly. Don't worry. Okay. Yeah, I know that this is I'm taking a very late sessions, well, because I'm suffering from my health was not good. That's on the message. Get message here. Yeah, is this. What the result is not any there. URL pattern is not the result. So here, Ramesh, here is getting the data. But getting here, but Ramesh is not there. So here, inside the result, inside the form, where the form is, here pass the result. Na? So here is result. Control C. Sorry, Control C. Save it. Inside the result controller, come here, pass the result. Okay, name. Okay, that's it. That's it. All these things are good. Mm. Name. Name is name. Just printing the thing, just I'm passing everything here is the password. Okay, let's try there again. Just close this. Let's try again. Run on server. Why? Some spelling mistakes are there. Okay. Okay. Okay, one thing is you forget it. What is the thing? We did not configure that this controller and that controller. Okay, when okay, we name equals to real path slab result and class equals to configure. This is the mandatory configure controller class configuration inside that. The mandatory controller dot what is that result controller. The mandatory thing. Okay, I forget it. I'm thinking I have already configured this result. Perfect. Now stop the server. Run one more time. Now I will go. Now error will go. Error will go. Definitely, we will get output. Now help into Ramesh. Yes. Okay. Hello Ramesh. How are you? Now we will get the output or not. We get the output or not. So this is the simple example, guys. So we will meet next session. In next session, we prepare one login form. I will give an idea to you. And next session, I will also give an idea. Okay. In the login, how to prepare the login application by using Spring MVC. Okay, we will prepare in the next session by using XML. Also, XML. This example also I will show you by using annotations. Okay, so don't worry. So thank you for watching. Thank you, guys. We will meet next session.